Alrighty, hole 10, 330 feet approximately. You can see there's swamp on the backside and the left, so you don't want to go long, but the basket is down there by that last telephone pole. So basically for a righty, you're going to want to forehand something out to the left and let it kind of finish. A lefty, this is a hole for you. You get a little hyzer shot. Just got to watch out for one telephone pole there. All right, I have a photon, a neutron photon. And I am going to try to put this sucker in and around the basket if I can. 330. Oh, stay out of the trees. Threw it kind of nose up, but we'll see what we got. Okay, looks like I hit a branch and got dropped. So I would say I'm probably about 65, 70 out, approximately. So let's just see what we can do. I know this slopes down to the left, so I don't want to give this too much. All right, right behind it. Not bad. All right, this is hole 11. It is 477 feet. As you can see, it kind of winds to the left and then hooks back to the right. It would be straight if they, didn't have some trees like right away off I guess about middling on the fairway. But it looks like, push a turnover out there or a forehand and kind of play for your second shot. Okay, I'm going to throw an old Proton Insanity. I'm going to keep it left and then let the disc do the work to the right. I don't have any delusions of getting out there 477 feet, so we're going to break this off. Okay, that's not bad. I probably could have done more, but it's crummy weather. We'll see what we got. Okay, I left myself with about 230 feet, basket straight ahead. Of course, we're kind of pinched on both sides. So I'm gonna take a hex, just kind of push it up there straight and let it finish towards the basket. A little high, but should be a putt. We'll see. Just ready to get out of this rain. All right, probably inside the circle. If I can find it again, there we go. Yeah, I would say it's on the edge probably. There we go. Okay, hole 12, it says 275 in U-disc. I feel like it's probably a little bit further than that. It feels more like 300 when I walked it. But you can see fairway here, bends to the left. You want to get something on a hyzer that's going to push a little bit further left than you would really normally expect. So it's going to take some steam to get there. You might have to go over some trees. Okay, I have a Neutron Tesla. I'm going to try and put this up high, a little bit of hyzer, let the disc kind of find its way there. Don't touch that tree. It didn't touch the tree. Cool. All right, inside the circle. That's pretty good. There we go. Heck yeah. Okay, hole 13, 349 from here. I'll tell you what, walking from 12's end to this one is a hike, and the signage is not great. So there's a running path, a walking path, and all this other stuff. So make sure you're watching U-disc because it is a mess. But this hole, 349 feet, you have a little flex line out to the right that kind of comes back to the left and uphill, or you have a forehand if you can kind of push it on the left-hand side and let it finish off to the right. you should be able to figure something out. This is not one that I foresee a lot of people getting into. There is a line to get there, but windows like that. So not huge. Okay, got a Tesla. Gonna give it a little bit of a hyzer and let it do its thing. Past it. All right, that's where I wanted to be. Okay, I'd say about 100 out, but you can see after you make that bend, there's the little upshot, the little approach that you got to hit. So I've got a tempo. That'll do. Ugh. All right, this is hole 14. This is 194 feet. You can see the basket just past this pair of, well, I guess there's a bunch of trees, but there's a few trees that make a little bit of a tunnel just off to the left of that. So you don't need something super long in your shot, just maybe a mid, but just pipe it between those trees, let it finish off to the left, and success. Okay, I'm gonna try a hex. Just gonna put it through the trees and let the disc finish out. Oh, too far right. Not a great shot. Okay, so that hex finished out, came around the backside, got under the tree here, which got a bit of a low ceiling, but not impossible. The tree here poking me in the head. There we go. Okay, this is hole 15. It's only about 160 feet. You might be able to see the basket kind of tucked down to the left. It is just a shorty little hyzer with something slightly overstable, just to get you around the corner. Watch out for the trees and put it in the bucket. Okay, I've got a neutron tempo. I'm gonna put it on try to get this inside a little bit and just let the disc kind of move over towards the basket. Did it inside. No trees. Let's go. All right, this one took me a second to find, this tricky little shot. Found its way back on the back side of this root, tilted the other way. So I get to play behind it. Kind of an awkward spot. Let's see what we can do. Hey, all right. All right, this is hole 16. It is about 300 feet. You can't see the basket. The basket is tucked far to the right. It could be a backhand turnover. It could be a forehand. For the lefty, it would just be a hyzer, but it's pretty well protected. There is a wall of trees in there, and you really gotta hit a gap. My suggestion: straight forehand off the pad that will finish out behind. You'll see a pair of trees out there. I don't know if you can pick it up from there. I guess it would be the centermost tree in this fairway. Between that and another tree on the right. Put it between those and let it finish out. Okay, we're gonna take a Tesla, put it on a hyzer, and send it. All right, I made it around the corner. I don't know how close it is, though. We'll see. Guess I should have been a little more confident in my throw. She was pretty much parked. Rain's coming back. Not stoked about that. All right, this is hole 17, about 163 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead. You have a tunnel of trees right here. You could go down, or there's a forehand lane on the outside. So, or if you're a lefty, a backhand lane. But you got some options to get there. It's kind of a shorty. Could be an ace run. Okay, first time today, I'm going to go with a pyro. There is a couple of trees up there that you do have to watch out for. If you're taking the forehand lane, but there's a big enough window to take care of that. Kind of sissied it. However, that is pretty much parked. All right, a little shorty here. There we go. Alrighty, this is hole 18, 341 feet, although it's going to play a lot longer than that. You're throwing uphill, turns a little bit to the right, and then it takes a little bit of a jog and hooks left, and you're going up on a little, like a mound. It's about this tall, and that's where the basket's at. So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can get there, and a lot of different ways you can get messed up on this one. Okay, when in doubt, resistor comes out. This branch should go from the pad here, but I'm going to try and hook it up left-hand side and just let it kind of finish. I know that I'm throwing uphill, so I have the one that's a little less flippy than the others. I mean, more flippy. Jeez Louise, more flippy. But I'm going to try and put it on the left and get behind that tree that's in the middle. Got it? Push, push, push. There we go. That's what I wanted, exactly what I wanted. Okay, you might be able to see the basket through this big pine, but basically you just gotta get through this gap and be moving left because the basket's up on a hill behind there. So I've got a pyro. Just gonna put it through the gap and let the disc do the work. There it is, stuck into the bottom of the hill. All right, let's finish her off. All right, so that was Sorensen Park here in Holly, Michigan. And gotta say, I liked it a lot. Had there not been this crappy weather that changed as soon as I left the house, apparently, it would have been a really enjoyable experience. But, you know, given what was out here, I mean, like I said, this is pretty fresh. This is pretty new. So signage wasn't up yet necessarily. I know I complained about the walk to 13, but that's going to come in time. They'll get signs up for that. So a lot of promise here. Really enjoyed playing this place. All the holes, like there was no hole where I was kind of like, I don't know what they want me to do here. Everything seemed well planned out. So I recommend coming down here and checking this place out.